Today we're going to talk about how to add a place mark onto your Google Earth map. So right now, why don't you open up your Google Earth, and when you look at your layers, make sure all your layers are cleared except for borders and labels. Make sure that is checked on. And when you look up at the top of your screen, you'll see all these little icons up here, and the one that looks like a little push pin here is how to add a place mark. When you scroll over it, you'll see that here, and this is what we're gonna look at today. So why you want to add a place mark is if you have somewhere that you want to note, or you want to keep for future reference, or add information about, or find quickly, you can add a place mark and then get to it quickly and share information about that place. So the first thing we're going to do is look at how to add a place mark. So let's look at, first of all, let's search for Gillette Stadium. G-I-L-L-E-T-T-E Stadium. Now remember, Google Earth may remember this, or may recognize this, or may not. So the more specific you can be, the better. But let's try that and see what we get. And when I hit enter, it looks like Google Earth does recognize that, and it flies us in close up to Gillette Stadium. Now it looks like here we have a parking lot, so I wasn't clear enough, and you can see here all of this information comes up, and you have all these little markings, and over here I can see the stadium itself. So let's go to that and zoom in on that a little closer. So here's Gillette Stadium, home of the New England Patriots. And so I want to place mark that just so I know where it is for future reference. So go up to your place mark icon and click on it. And when you do, this box will appear along with this little symbol here. And this is what you can use to identify it. And you can move this around to wherever you want it. But if we're going right, for something specific like a stadium, let's just go right in the middle. And you can see this is called untitled place mark. And what I want to do with this is give it a title. So up here where it says name, I can name this, and I think an appropriate name would just be Gillette Stadium. Alright, so we have our name here, so it's easily recognizable. You can also see here it gives you the latitude and longitude of where Gillette Stadium is, which could be helpful as well. Something else to look at, here is the default, which is a yellow push pin for me, but if you click up on that here, you're going to see there's a lot of different icons you can use. You can use different colors, and you can add letters or symbols or numbers, things like that. So depending on what you're looking at, if it fits your landmark, you might want to use that. So here we have, for a volcano, or possibly for a school here, an airport, a train station, anything like that. You can see all of the different icons here. So I'll just keep it, for this one, I'll keep it as a yellow push pin. Now for description, you can add any information about this, and later on during this year I'm going to have you place mark things and add descriptions, as well as today. But let's just look at it. So this is Gillette Stadium is the home of the New England Patriots. Okay, and when you click on that, it seems to have disappeared there, but I'll show you in a minute what goes on here. So I'm just going to get rid of all this and exit. This is some of the search results it came up with, because I wasn't really specific. So I'm just going to click on an X here, and that'll get rid of those. But you can see in my places, along with some other things that I'm going to hide here, you can see that down the bottom I have Gillette Stadium. And so if I zoom way out, I can still see that, and it's titled there, no matter where I am in the world. Now, you might not always want to keep this up and see it. So what you can do is, now it's added to your places, you can uncheck it, and it will disappear, but it won't go away. It's still there. So you can save that for future. And as you start adding stuff, your different places will appear in this places part of your sidebar. So again, you can turn it on, and look what happens when you double click on it. Your information comes up, and quickly you can see Gillette Stadium is home of the New England Patriots, and it will zoom right in there. So if you have multiple places and you want to click on one to another, it'll just go there. It'll go there quickly because it already has identified those places. So what I want you to do is practice today adding some place marks to different places in the world. And since we are studying South America, here's what I want you to do. I would like you to choose one country in South America. It can be any country that you want. And I would like you to add a place mark to 3 landmarks in that country using a different icon for each one. So pick 3 places. You want to do even a little research, something that's famous or notable in the country, or it can even be just a building, a statue, a physical feature, something like that might be interesting for us. So add a place mark to each of the 3 of those using a different icon for each. I would like you to practice changing the icons, and then give each place mark a name. So name it, whatever it is, and give it a description as well. It can be short, a sentence or 2, just describing what it is. And then what I would like you to do after that is, or as you do that, in your notebook, please also write the name and the description of the 3 places that you chose, just so we can talk about those in class. Okay, so work on identifying using place marks, and we will discuss this tomorrow. Thank you.